And Pete Oxel is getting ready to join us any moment now. Were you the guy on the 59 team? I mean, did they look to you? I mean, you had to be the big guy. You were the big guy in the middle, right?
Well, I was a forward, center forward, but I scored a few points when I played. Yeah.
Who was your leading rebounder? Who did they call on to get in there and knock guys around? It had to be you.
Well, I got my share of rebounds, but Ron Diviak was pretty tough under the board.
Some of the other guys on that team?
And Phil Dawkins was a tough one-on-one player from the other forward. And then we had John Dow and Santos Jimenez at the guards, and Cantrell was behind those two, and I'm not so sure if Bobby would have got a little bit more playing time. Maybe he could have helped us a little bit more in that 59 year.
Was he the sixth man on the 59 team?
Well, he was
coming
on
off the
second
bench
team basically, but he was the man on the 60 team. I mean, he led everybody down the floor. He was a real good floor general, and they just played well together. They had a real nice ball club that played well together, and I think he was the leader on that ball club.
After East Chicago, Washington, you headed down to the eastern seaboard to play for North Carolina.
North Carolina State.
North Carolina State.
I had a good career down there. I enjoyed myself, and then.
How'd you guys do?
Well, we did well my first 2 years there, and then we got involved in a recruiting problem, and also a part of
what, they weren't paying you enough money? Was that the problem?
It wasn't me. It was a couple of the other players. But there was some other problems.
Was it something along those lines, or if you don't mind?
It was involved in gambling.
Okay.
And they cut our season short, cut our recruiting short. In my last 2 years, I stayed there, but we didn't do as well as we could have the previous years. But I enjoyed myself there. And
did some guys have to leave the team?
We had 4 guys have to leave the team.
No kidding. That's a blow.
2 were starters, and it created a lot of problems. But I appreciated the fact that I played for Brado, and I appreciated the fact that I played for Everett Case. And the unusual thing about both of them, they never played basketball, and yet they were 2 of the greatest coaches that were ever in the game.